All right, it's Miss Edwards, and I'm back for part 2 for 3.3, multiplying decimals. So sometimes you have to do something called annexing zeros, which means you're just going to add zeros to kind of act like placeholders. So let's start off with this first one. It says find 2 times 0.018. So I'm going to start by writing my number with the most digits on the top, which is 0.018, and then times 2 on the bottom. Again, I guess I didn't really say this last time, but make sure when you're multiplying, you have this second digit, all the way to the right. Don't put it over here. You want to just kind of line it up so these digits back here are in a straight line. All right, so first I'm going to say, well, 2 times 8 is 16. So I'm going to put a 6, carry the 1. And then 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So now I have 36. But I'm not going to have to put the decimal place somewhere, right? This says, or I'm writing it, but you're going to think to yourself, it's got 3 decimal places. Sorry, I almost started writing 2. This is 3, a 3, right? 1, 2, 3 decimal places, which means I should have 3 decimal places down here as well. But I only have 2 digits. So I have 1, 2. That means I need to put a 0 here, then put the decimal place or decimal point. Okay? I always keep mixing that up. So my final answer is 0.036. Again, if I know I need a certain amount of decimal places, but I only have 2 digits or however many digits, sometimes I have to add zeros in so I have enough decimal places. And again, my answer ends up being 0.036. All right, let's do one more example. Let's say we have find 4 times 0.012. All right. 4 times 0.012 means that, this has more digits, even though there's zeros here. Still has more because I have to include these zeros. They're not really optional zeros. I have to put them there. So that goes on top, and the 4 goes on the bottom. And again, I line these last digits up so now I can multiply just like I would normally. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. And that's it. All right, 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. No carrying, no second digit to multiply. So I'm pretty much done, but I know I have to put a decimal place or decimal point, which means I have to say, all right, this one has 1, 2, 3 decimal places, which means this one has to have 3 decimal places, right? So to get those decimal places, I have to add zeros, right? So this is 1, 2, and then I have to add this 0 here. Now I can put my decimal point, and I also always need one in the front. So my final answer is 0.048. All right. So again, use your planner, your agenda. If you really need to use a multiplication chart, this really isn't too hard or too difficult. The hardest thing might be is that we don't know our multiplication facts. So you can use your multiplication chart and your agenda for now. Then we really need to work on memorizing those facts. If you're still having a hard time just multiplying, just let me know. We can do a small group. But, putting the decimal point, that's all this is multiplying and then putting the decimal point in the correct place. And how do you know where to put it or how you put it? You just count your decimal places going from right to left. You count 1, 2, 3, which means my answer has to have 1, 2, 3 places until you get to decimal. That's all this is. So let me know if you have any questions, and good luck.